Thank you, Andy. And thank you, Andy's family. I met Dennis and Karen Higgins about 10 years ago. They, with their daughter Haylee, who was probably about 12 at the time, just completed treatment with KSARC. Dennis and Karen were very passionate about speaking out about sexual assault in the hopes that it would help other people. And they were courageous and open with their family's experience. And it was highly personal and highly and very emotional, but they were very happy to put that out there. Dennis and I have stayed in touch over the years. When he was elected to the Kent City Council several years ago, I saw the same kind of passion and commitment to helping in that leadership role with the city of Kent and strengthen his community. I saw that same kind of passion as he did when he was talking about what happened to him and his family. He was willing then to stand up and speak out, and he and Karen have instilled that same kind of leadership in their daughter, Haylee. In a minute, you're going to meet Haylee. She's a first-year student at University of Washington. And I want to say, Dennis and Karen, congratulations and thank you for raising such a remarkable young woman. You have all recovered from this experience. You are using your strength and your commitment to help others, and you are stronger now, as Andy talks about, than you were before. And so thank you for that. I want to ask all of you to help me welcome Haylee Higgins to the stage.
Hello, I'm honored to speak to you today. I want to share one more story so you understand the power of your gift and how it has the ability to not only change one life, but the life of an entire family. My journey with KSARC began about 10 years ago when I was a little girl. My involvement with KSARC continues today in my efforts to be loud against sexual assault. I am loud because I am a sexual assault survivor. For 5 years, I lived in deafening silence, confusion, and shame. What I thought were reoccurring nightmares, I realized was a reality nobody should ever have to face. As I grew older, my childhood memories became too excruciating to keep inside. One rainy night, 10 years ago, I crawled into my parents' bed and revealed my secrets, and my parents listened. They heard me. Unlocking the power of secrets is the most powerful first step. At that moment, I was no longer a victim. I became a survivor. Flash forward to today, February 26, 2015. I'm a freshman at the University of Washington studying public health and Spanish. I am volunteering for the University Sexual Assault and Relationship Violence Activists, or SARVA. This is a group of student volunteers committed to ending sexual assault through activism and education. And I openly share my story whenever an appropriate opportunity is offered. These are all great accomplishments, but understand that I am only who I am today because I broke the silence and my family sought the help and support of KSARC. Recently, I went to the KSARC office to plan for this breakfast. As I pulled into the lot, memories raced through my head, but the minute I walked through the doors of KSARC, I was put at ease. The same warm, comforting feeling overcame me. I was safe again. After ending my 5-year silence, I was so worried for the future. The effects of sexual assault are devastating and long-lasting. I felt bad for the emotional strain on my parents, but waking up the next morning to the smell of breakfast in the kitchen and a hug from my mom and dad, they told me everything was going to be okay. They had already spoken on the phone with KSARC. As Andy said, KSARC is an organization that should not have to exist, but we are all truly grateful it does. Within 24 hours, we were already in contact with a legal advocate, parent educators, and counselors. Many do not understand the effects sexual assault has on not only the victim, but their entire family. This is especially true in cases like mine, where the offender was a family member. The family feels betrayal, fear, isolation, and denial. News of my assault was so devastating to my family, they were filled with anger and confusion. Many of my relatives use the CASARC resource line to work through their emotions. I cannot tell you how thankful I am for the many resources CASARC provided. The greatest gift was my counselor, Susan. She reassured me that it was not my fault, and seeing my family heal through counseling and parent education meant the world to me. Altogether, CASARC provided my family more than 57 hours of legal advocacy and 28 hours of therapy. To put this into perspective, what your investment means, the cost of these resources total more than $8,000. Keep in mind, CASARC has hundreds of clients each year, with a wait list for many more to help. Sexual assault affects thousands of people in our community who are suffering in silence today. We must end the social stigma around sexual assault. The sadness of my past and the triumph of overcoming it remind me on a daily basis that my possibilities are endless, that life is wonderful, and that it is through helping others and giving generously that we help ourselves. You are looking at a living example of your support. CASARC staff and CASARC donors together create the best hope we have for living in a world without sexual assault. I love the rally cry, be loud. One important way to be loud is by supporting what you believe in. So, I'm 19, I'm young, and I am impatient. My parents and I are donors. You've heard what I'm doing to be a volunteer, an advocate, and a leader to end sexual assault. My question to you is, what are you going to do today, this morning, right now, to help people like me and my family, like Andy, for all the sons, daughters, sisters, brothers, husbands, wives, and friends, the same friends that you stood up for today? Table captains, please distribute the envelopes in your captain envelope, and please join me by making the most generous investment in the lives of so many people. Thank you for your time.